14. After these things, in the fourth year of this week, on the new moon of the third month, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a dream, saying, Do not fear, Abram. I am your defender, and your reward will be exceedingly great. And he said, Lord Yahuwah, what will you give me, seeing I go childless? And the son of Mesech, the son of my handmaid, is the Demasek Eliezer. He will be my heir to me. You have he will be my heir, and to me you have not given seed. And he said to him, This man will not be your heir, but one that will come out of your own bowels, he will be your heir. And he brought him out abroad, and he said to him, Look toward the heavens and number the stars, if you are able to number them. And he looked towards the heavens and beheld the stars. And he said to him, So will your seed be. And he believed in the Lord, and it was counted to him for righteousness. And he said to him, I am the Lord that brought you out of Ur of the Chaldees, to give you the land of the Canaanites, to possess it forever. And I will be God to you and to your seed after you. And he said, Lord Yahuwah, whereby will I know that I will inherit it? And he said to him, Take me a heifer of 3 years, and a goat of 3 years, and a sheep of 3 years, and a turtle dove, and a pigeon. And he took all these in the middle of the month. And he dwelt at the oak of Mamre, which is near Hebron. And he built an altar there and sacrificed all these. And he poured their blood on the altar and divided them in the midst and laid them over against each other. And he did not divide the birds. And birds came down on the pieces. And Abram drove them away and did not permit the birds to touch them. And it came to pass, when the sun had set, that an ecstasy fell on Abram. And behold, a horror of great darkness fell on him. And it was said to Abram, Know for sure that your seed will be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they will bring them into bondage and afflict them 400 years. And the nation to whom they will be in bondage I will also judge. And after that they will come out from there and with much substance. And you will go to your fathers in peace and be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they will return here, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. And he awoke from his sleep, and he arose, and the sun had set. And there was a flame, and behold, a furnace was smoking, and the flame of fire passed between the pieces. And on that day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, To your seed I will give this land, from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kenites, the Kenizzites, the Kadmonites, the Perizzites, and the Rephaim, and the Pecherites, and the Hivites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Girgashites, and the Jebusites. And the day passed, and Abram offered the pieces and the birds, and their fruit offerings, and their drink offerings, and the fire devoured them. And on that day we made a covenant with Abram, according as we had covenanted with Noah in this month. And Abram renewed the festival and ordinance for himself forever. And Abram rejoiced and made all these things known to his wife Sarai, and believed that he would have seed, and she did not bear. And Sarah advised her husband Abram, and said to him, Go into Hagar, my Egyptian maid. It may be that I will build up seed to you by her. And Abram listened to the voice of his wife Sarai, and said to her, Do so. And Sarah took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. And he went in to her, and she conceived and bore him a son, and he called his name Ishmael, in the 5th year of this week. And this was the 86th year in the life of Abram.